We have packages that will help you fully monetize your brand and events. Let's build you a channel that'll have you looking like a pro while streaming to Apple TV, Roku, Amazon, Fire TV, Samsung TV, and more. Visit us at www.netstarslive.online for more info. Netstars Live, making your streams come true. If they can't show you where they get their CMOS from, don't consume it.
Somebody already got kicked. Dope. Somebody already got kicked. Dope.
Say the wrong thing and get the bags. With the force of everything that I have. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. Oh, now you niggas salty and you mad. Niggas say the wrong thing and get thrown out the conversation. Throw up two fingers and tell them, please don't keep the drama waiting. Bye. Donate to the cause and hit the cash app. And if you ain't got it, them likes are free. Go and smash that. BBN, hit that with a hashtag. Sick with the content, come around and need a hazmat. Jack Frost, yeah, you dudes need to back off. He got the work around here, yeah, we all tip our hats off. Keep the same name, that's what you point for. But if you coming back in, put a 2.0. Big bags, and you asking what they heavy for. Foot and ass be going hella crazy with the petty wars. Good conversation, that's what we be really ready for. Good conversation like being on the bottom of a heavy whore. Nah, why niggas be like that? I unsubscribe and tell them, yo, hey, I'll be right back. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. With the force of everything that I have. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. Oh, now you niggas salty and you mad. Niggas say the wrong thing and get the bags. With the force of everything that I have. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. Oh, now you niggas salty and you mad. Niggas say the wrong thing.
Yeah, bags. We just kicked that guy straight out the door. We don't got time for that. We hold those over here. Who the fuck is that dude? Hold on. Can we get bags in the chat? Y'all don't see it, but somebody got hit with bags. Can we get all the bags? BBN, Jack Frost, what's up? I decided to clear my throat this morning because yesterday I didn't get the opportunity, and I think it was yesterday. Anyway, how's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's having a beautiful day. All right, so you know what we want to start? We want to starting the day off with just as positive energy as possible, different energy. So we want to start the day off, and I want everybody to repeat with me. I have no idea if any of you are doing this, so you know it's on you. This is on your own self. Anyway, I want everybody to repeat with me. We have an abundance of everything that we need coming. Anything that we need, it's on its way. It's coming. There's no reason to have anxiety. There's no reason to be stressed. Everything that we need is coming in abundance. There's no need to have anxiety. There's no need to be stressed. Everything that we need will be coming to us in abundance. There is no need to have anxiety. There is no need to be stressed. This is how we need to start the day off. Everything that we need is out there and it's coming in abundance. There is no need for anxiety and there's no need to feel stressed. I wanted to talk about sports this morning, if y'all don't mind. I already know, anybody that's been here, you already know also we're going to probably go off into a tangent and we're going to talk about everything from politics to, you could just fucking name it. We're probably going to cover all bases. But I wanted to start the day off, and I wanted today primarily to be about sports, and there's a reason for this. We have a lot of people in our community that ask me to talk about sports. I rarely ever do, even though I'm pretty versed on the subject. So today we're going to discuss sports. So before we go any further, one of the first things that I want to do is give appreciation to everybody that did a drop yesterday. I do not know if there's going to be a Tonight Show tonight, but I promise you this. I tell y'all what, this is what we're gonna do, because I have been needing to have some time off. That's why we have the morning show and we haven't been having a tonight show, because I've been needing to have a little bit of rest. I've been resting. That's also why you haven't been seeing a lot of videos or a lot of just content in particular. I've been working on things, as y'all probably seen with the interviews that we just dropped. But and there's a lot more of that interview to come, by the way. Like, I have probably over an hour left of that interview to upload, so we're gonna be uploading that interview all weekend. But I just want to say, so I'm not sure if we're gonna do a tonight show tonight. Once again, I be needing my night. It really helps me to feel really refreshed. I do want to bring the Tonight Show back immediately, though. Do not get this confused. So we might start the Tonight Show back up on Saturday. But I will say this: depending on how many haters we slap tonight, this morning, it's gonna 100% have to deal with whether we have a Tonight Show tonight. So let's see how many haters we slap today, and then we'll know whether we're gonna have a Tonight Show tonight. With that being said, I want to give appreciation to NetStars Live and for the drop yesterday. I think that was the only drop we got. Shout out to NetStars Live. Shout out to all of y'all brothers that when y'all see, all of y'all brothers and sisters that when y'all see that there are no drops going out, you be like, fuck it, let's throw Jack a bone. Let's try to see. So shout out to all of you. Shout out to NetStars Live. Shout out to Black Power Cross. Both you guys, I definitely appreciate you. I appreciate everyone. I don't want this to be confused. I appreciate everyone. Alright? I just don't think anyone owns me. So whenever you see me acting in a way that somebody is trying to pretend like I'm not appreciating them, I just don't think that they own me. They think that they own me. You understand? So that's what all of that is about. With that being said, we need 10 to 10 $10 drops this morning. Imperative. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm one of those people that I like to not wait until I'm asked out. So we need 10 to 10 $10 drops this morning. And I want y'all to be on it. With that being said, let's do roll call real quick. What up to the business? Dropping all of them frosts. Also, got to give y'all reason to do drops. I mean, at the end of the day. So, we gonna have to have a good show this morning. What up, NetStars Live? He says, yep, let's get it. Let's get it, my brother. What up, Black Power Cross? He says, good morning, positive ass frost. I'm usually extremely overly positive. I want to explain something to y'all. Why do you think that I keep having all of these people come around me and they're just really fucked up people, but they want to spend time with me? It's because I'm usually over positive. So when y'all see me not being as positive, it has more to do with the fact that I know that my positive energy calls all of this negative energy to me. The positive energy makes all of the haters that hate their lives, that wish that they, that makes them angry, that makes them unsettled, it makes them want to attack me. So that's one of the things that you just have to understand and comprehend from my perspective. You understand what I'm saying? At least that's from my perspective. You can do what you want with it. NetStars Live says, I want to thank the haters for waking up early every day and hitting that thumbs down. Every day, you are literally helping our algorithm. They are, though. Literally helping our algorithm. Green team, hit the thumbs up. Let's have a battle with the haters today. The other day, I wanted everyone to hit the down button. Today, the haters, I don't know if they're pulling up. I'm actually going to go check right now. But today, let's have a battle with the haters. Let's see if we could beat the haters with the thumbs up. The haters are going to see if they could beat us with the thumbs down.
Did you know
I did not know.
Government-funded education grant.
Got 16 of the haters in here this morning already with the thumbs down. Thank you very much for the thumbs down. I actually do need that. So thank you very much. I appreciate you guys. Who else we got up in here real quick? What up, Sons to Fathers TV? Says Frost, my guy. Chilling. What up, man on Mac? I want to get into something real quick, right? Because I am tired of people saying that LeBron is better than Jordan. I want to explain something real quick to everybody. I like LeBron. Up until LeBron did that bullshit where he was pretending like he wasn't going to go to Miami when the whole entire time he was going to Miami and they put that bullshit on. Up until then, I was a very, very big LeBron supporter. Now, I don't support LeBron, but what I do is I appreciate that he exists. And even when he do shit that I don't like, you rarely ever hear me talk about it. We don't talk about LeBron over here. He do a ton of shit that I don't like. But I'm not a hater, and I don't hate on him. So therefore, I don't every time he do something that I don't like, I don't make a fucking video about it. Like, who got time for that? But check this out. I'm going to tell you, and this is just my opinion, I'm going to tell you why LeBron could never be better than Jordan. Never. Shout out to Prince to Amir. Also, let me call out the drops from this morning already. Shout out to Prince to Amir with the $15 drop. Definitely appreciate you, my brother. I want to explain why LeBron will never be better than Jordan. It don't got nothing to do with any stats that happened recently. Any stats that ever happened. It don't got nothing to do with LeBron getting bounced out of the first round this year. It has nothing to do with LeBron having lost finals and Jordan having never lost a final. I'm going to explain to you why LeBron is not better than Jordan and will not ever be better than Jordan, because it's too late in his career for him to be able to change from what he is now and turn into something else. You want to know what Jordan had? You want to know what Magic had? You want to know what Isaiah Thomas had? You want to know what Larry Bird had? And I'm naming other people on purpose. I'm not saying any of these other people are better than LeBron. I'm naming these other people on purpose to show you that all of these other great players has something that LeBron does not have, who I also consider a great player. When have you ever seen Larry Bird lose a game because he couldn't score? When have you ever seen Isaiah Thomas lose a game because he couldn't score? When have you ever seen Michael Jordan lose a game because he couldn't score? I wait. They didn't lose that game last night because of a lack of role players. They lost that game last night because their best player can't score. And yes, he can score 20 points. But when you're supposed to be the greatest player, right? There's people that say LeBron is the greatest of all time. How much LeBron had last night? We ain't doing this. I just want to explain something. He can't score. I'm not saying he can't score at all. So for anybody that's like, yo, Jack Frost said LeBron can't score at all. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, when have you ever seen one of the greatest players of all time lose oh shoot, Netstar's Live got two accounts. I just noticed that. When have you ever seen, oh shit, is one of them a fake Nextstar Live? Oh no, they're both the same. You had me concerned over here. When have you ever seen, I'm gonna message him right now. What the fuck? When have you ever seen a person who's considered to be a great player in the NBA, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, lose a game because they can't score? Could you really? There was a person in the conversation in the chat a while back, about 2 years ago. These are the type of arguments people have with me. I said, I don't think that LeBron James can guard Damian Lillard. This person got into a whole argument with me talking about how LeBron James can guard Damian Lillard. Now, with that being said, we already know that's insane. He cannot guard Damian Lillard. What the fuck are you talking about? But that's not the point. The point is this. Damian Lillard scored 55 in a losing game. They didn't lose that game because Damian Lillard couldn't score. They lost that game because Damian Lillard didn't have help. See, that's the difference. Real quick, for everybody who's not a sports guy, for everybody who don't really follow sports, they might not be able to actually rationalize what I'm trying to explain. If your superstar scores 40 and you lose, that's because he didn't have enough help. If your superstar scores 25 and y'all lose, that's because he wasn't good enough to keep scoring. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is the playoffs. This is the fucking playoffs. You supposed to, if you the superstar and your team need 40, you got to drop 40 that night. Tell me where I'm wrong. Explain to me where I'm wrong. Let me look for LeBron James' stats last night. Lakers, Clippers, Suns game. Explain something to y'all. When have you ever seen Michael Jordan lose a game because he couldn't score? I get it though. There's people that they gonna ignore everything because it's LeBron James, and LeBron James gotta always be the best. I get it. I hate when okay, there we go. LeBron James had 29 points last night. 9 rebounds, 7 assists, and he played 41 minutes. Hold on. Booker had 47 points. Pardon me. Played 46 minutes. 11 rebounds and 3 assists. I want to explain something to y'all. I know what LeBron James does. LeBron James is the player that you have to double team. Because if you put one guy on him, he's probably going to have to foul him. So LeBron James wants shooters around him. And he wants a dominant rebounder. There's nothing wrong with this. This is called good strategy. That's called good team building. This is the type of team we want. We want to be successful. There's nothing wrong with that. This is where the problem is. When all else fails, you're supposed to throw the ball to your number one player and they're supposed to go get a fucking basket. Can somebody tell me where I'm wrong? Can somebody tell me where I'm wrong? What happens when the Mavs throws the ball to Luka Doncic? What does he do? When the Mavs throws the fucking ball to Luka, when the Mavs throw the ball to Luka, right? What does he do? No, I don't know. I don't know what this is telling me to do. So they're gonna have to send me another email. Hold on. I think somebody flagged me, and YouTube literally sent me a email saying that you got flagged, but they don't even care. So shout out to whoever did that. Hold on. Pico Slim says Bron just found out what the rest really was. Nestars Live says no, Jack. One is for the video channel that I make. Oh, okay. Copy. I'll read Efren. You haven't been here in a long time. How you doing, Efren? Efren Aguilera says Frost. In your opinion, who's better? I think Michael Jordan is the best basketball player I've ever witnessed play. Period. He's not the best rebounder. He's not the best assister. There's probably people that could score better than him. Let's not get this confused. There's probably people that could play defense better than him. Now, he's probably the best scorer I've ever seen. Flat out scorer. Like, just get the ball, and he got his man one-on-one. He's the best scorer I've ever seen. Not the best shooter, but the best scorer I've ever seen. It's just, for everybody who's not ever watched Michael Jordan, sizzle reel from Michael Jordan, never watched footage of Michael Jordan, please stay out of this conversation about Michael Jordan and LeBron James. Just stay out of it. Because I'm going to tell you right now, Michael Jordan broke more hearts than LeBron James will ever. Michael Jordan used to break your heart. And he'll break your heart in a way that you just like, you love him because he's the best player alive, and you're fortunate to get the opportunity to live in the time in which he exists, so you can see his artistry, so you appreciate it. But nah, Michael Jordan is by far the best basketball player I've ever seen, and I don't even understand how LeBron is compared to him, and I think that that's unfair to LeBron. I think that that's extremely unfair to LeBron James. It's fucked up that LeBron James have to live in Michael Jordan's shadow. Because LeBron James isn't a bad player. LeBron James just isn't Michael Jordan great. That's it. Anyway, let's get back to the conversation. The reason why Michael Jordan will always be better than LeBron James is, you tell me a time where they gave Michael the ball and he couldn't score. Okay? Michael Jordan said he never lost a game. He just ran out of time. You tell me a time that the Bulls was playing, they gave Michael Jordan the ball and he couldn't score. Yeah, they both making our ancestors smile if this is shit our ancestors care about. But I don't know. But you tell me a time that they gave Michael Jordan the fucking ball. That the team lost because Michael Jordan couldn't score. The team lost for a ton of reasons. Never because Mike couldn't score. When Portland lose, Portland don't lose because Dame Lillard couldn't score most nights. Most nights, Dame Lillard gonna give you 30. You could mark that before the game start. LeBron James, in my opinion, needs role players more than any other superstar player I've ever seen in my lifetime. I've never seen a player need role players more than LeBron James. Never. Never. Name one. Can somebody name me a superstar that needs role players more than LeBron James? I've just never seen one. I've just never seen one. I'm sorry. They both never fumbled the bag for us. Now, we're having this conversation. No, that was not the that food poisoning. The flu was in the Utah game, and that was in the finals. The flu game was in the finals against Utah. Just so we could be clear, they call it the flu game, but it was actually he got food poisoning because they ordered pizza. He's the only one that ate the pizza. He got food poisoning that night. That's the food poisoning game, and that was in Utah. That wasn't the Knicks. He came back and dropped 55 on the Knicks. Fucking, I hate this nigga. I don't know what to tell you. I hate fucking Michael Jordan. I hate his ass so much. He's the greatest player I've ever seen. I hate him. I used to fucking copy his moves like a motherfucker. When I went to the park, I did almost all of the Jordan moves. This is not a lie. My main moves when I was a young dude was that turnaround off the glass fucking fadeaway jump shot and that reverse layup because I had hops. I used to hit people with that reverse all the time, and I used to do the turnaround off the glass and I hated Jordan. I don't think LeBron is our Jordan in this era. I think LeBron is closer to our Magic. J. Mark Rodriguez says they all need role players. He should have stayed in Cleveland or went to New York. He should have went to New York. Now the expectations are too high and he can't reach it. I'm going to disagree with you. Magic Johnson, first of all, you need a role player to make it to the final. You need role players to make it to the finals in the first place. So you need a team. So everybody needs a team, period. So if that's what you're saying, I agree. But if you're trying to say that all of these players need the role players to come up big in order to win, I'm going to disagree with you. Magic Johnson won the chip in his first year. And when Magic Johnson won, he had to play all 5 positions in that finals. His rookie year when he won the title, I think in 1980, 80 or 81. He had to play all 5 positions because I think Kareem was hurt or some shit like that. Center was hurt. He had to play all 5 positions. So no. Not everybody has to lean on role players to get a win. The role player is supposed to lean on you. They supposed to just go do their job and the superstar go get the victory. Just so we could be clear. That's my opinion. I could be wrong. Superstar got to go get the victory. I tell this story real quick. I'm just going to tell y'all something about myself real quick. I tell this story all the time, and this is why I'm telling you why I feel this way. The role players are important, but the superstar is supposed to get the victory. There's this basketball court that used to be in back of Yankee Stadium. It was called Brotherhood. For everybody that's in New York and you know basketball, even if you're not in New York, you probably know about Brotherhood. It was a tournament that they used to have over there, right? Right? So check this out. What happened was, when it was just regular basketball, I used to pull up to the park. When I used to pull up to the park, there'd be teams already playing. Whatever team was losing, niggas used to drop so I could get on the court. And we usually win. No matter what the difference is. They could be down by 20. And we played 40 game, by the way, by twos. Switch at 20. I used to get on the court. Because they used to just give me this. Somebody would drop. They not getting cut. They happy to give me their spot. If it's early enough in the game, they give me their spot and they switch out with somebody else at halftime. I used to literally go to the park and the people on my team be switching in and out because somebody gave me their spot. They just want to get the victory. The point in which I'm trying to make is, who you have playing with you is important. But when you are the money man, when you are the dude that when we need a basket, we got to go score, you have to be able to score. LeBron don't got that. I don't care what nobody say. He don't got that in him. We need a basket. I'm going to go get this basket. They going to have to foul me. He don't got that. And I'm very sorry to say, but a lot of these new players coming into the NBA don't have that. You know what they have? Don't get the call and complain to the ref. That's what they have. They don't have that, we need a bucket. They got to foul me. Kobe absolutely had that mentality. Kobe absolutely had that mentality. And why are you asking me who the Lakers have when you could just go look it up yourself? Oh, you trying to stop me from doing what I'm doing so I can make the show drag. I'm not even reading Jay Rodriguez's comments no more. Shout out to you. I hate when people come in here and tell me to look shit up. You just want me to look shit up so I can slow the show down. Nah, I'm good. I'm not reading your comments no more. Shout out to you, homeboy. That Stars Live said, if you're supposed to be the go-to guy, you can't finish, then you got to go. If you're supposed to be the go-to guy and can't finish, then you the got-to-go guy. That's a pretty good point. Now I'm going to tell you why, another reason why I believe the Lakers lost in the first round. I didn't think they were going to win last year. You want to know why I didn't think they were going to win last year? I didn't think they were going to win last year because I figured that sooner or later Anthony Davis was going to get injured. So I didn't think they was going to win last year. I don't think they're going to win next year. Why? Anthony Davis. Sooner or later he's going to get injured. Because somebody look and see how often Anthony Davis gets injured in his career. He's injury prone. I didn't think they were going to win last year. I don't know what to tell you. I'm going to explain something real quick. A lot of tall players have certain problems when they play in sports that's jittery. You understand? With sports where you have to use a lot of quick twitch muscles. They usually get injured a lot. The taller they are. That's why, you know how many 7-foot people can't play basketball because they can't move? You know how many 7-foot people can't play basketball because of the aches and bumps and everything else? I didn't say Kareem didn't play most of the series. I just said he got hurt at some point. You see how people love putting words in your mouth in order to try to make themselves seem right? Now you see why I'm just not reading his comments no more. If he keeps making these comments, I'm just going to stop reading all comments that ain't green to him. Be honest with you. Shout out to BQ Mommy. Everybody say what's up to my sister-in-law. What up, Miguel Cruz? You see what people do? They just put words in your mouth. All I said is that I believe the center had got hurt. He had to play the center at some point. But to this guy, all of a sudden, I said that Kareem was hurt the whole entire year or some shit. See, you gotta pay attention. People always trying to put words in your mouth. Kareem got hurt. He had to play the 5. I don't know what to tell you. Man on Mac, wait, first, Black Power Cross says Luka doing his thing for the Mavs. I think Luka might be the best player in the NBA right now. I'm sorry. I think Dame Lillard has been, and what I'm about to say is going to make people angry, but I think Dame Lillard has been the best player in the NBA for about the last 2 years. He just plays in Portland. Dame Lillard is unguardable, and his man, whoever he's guarding, never really seems to get good numbers. Whoever he's guarding, numbers don't compare to his. He's just playing by himself. They got Carmelo Anthony, but it's an old Carmelo Anthony. Dame Lillard just has to do too much. If you put Dame Lillard on the Knicks that we have this year right now, they probably go to the finals. They probably go to the finals. You put Dame Lillard, just Dame Lillard. You take no one off of the Knicks. You put Dame Lillard on the Knicks that we got right now. They probably go to the finals. The Knicks' problem was that they had nobody that could score whenever they needed to score. That was the Knicks' problem. Yeah, and the season started too early, and that's what messed up. That's another thing. What up, Dupree? That's another thing that messed up. What's this dude name? Anthony Davis. COVID. The way that they had to play and how quick the season had to start. Yeah. For real, for real. But LeBron can't score, man. LeBron's not a scorer. I had somebody in here the other day trying to tell me that LeBron is the best scorer in the NBA. LeBron's not a scorer, man. LeBron does a ton of other things that are great, that are exemplary, that are better than most of the people that in the league have ever been able to do. Don't get this confused. But he's not a scorer. LeBron is not a scorer. Kyrie is a scorer. Harden is a scorer. Durant is a scorer. Curry is a scorer. Bogdanovic is a scorer. Brogdon, pardon me, is a scorer. Fucking, who else is a scorer? I'm just thinking. Dame Lillard, did I say him? These guys are scorers. I'm going to name you another really good player who's on the cusp of greatness, but he's not a scorer. Fucking, what's this nigga name? He's my favorite player in the league right now. Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard's not a scorer, though. Kawhi Leonard is just a great player, but he's not a scorer. I mean, you're going to give Kawhi Leonard the bucket, the ball to get a bucket here and there, but if you're not marking off 30 every night for Kawhi, that's who I consider a scorer. A person that you could just mark 30 off of them. They could score. We need 30 out of you tonight. All right, I got you. That's a scorer. LeBron ain't like that. Those are my opinion. That's my opinion on it. I don't know what to tell you. LeBron ain't like that. I don't think they're gonna win next year. And I want to tell you why. Fuck the Lakers. Fuck the Lakers. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm not talking about the team. I'm not talking about the fans. I'm only talking about the people who run the organization. How in the hell do y'all let this dude go out there knowing that he got a fucking pulled groin? Hold on. Who in here has ever had a pulled groin besides me? Trey Young is in the beast. People just keep letting him go right. He can't go left. If you stop Trey Young from going left, he gonna have a bad day. They just for whatever they got bad coaching in New York. Watch the next round. They're not gonna let him go left. He gonna get killed. Watch. All you gotta do is stop Trey Young from going left. I know niggas like him. But hold on. Who else here ever had a pulled groin? How in the hell do they let Anthony Davis go play with a pulled groin? How? Could somebody explain that to me? Because I want to know. Can somebody explain that to me? He had a whole pulled groin. How in the fuck is he out there playing? I don't understand this. Let's get 5 to 10 $10 drops to the Cash App, y'all. Come on, let's go. We're having a sports conversation this morning. I don't know how many of y'all be wanting to have sports conversations. But, I mean, if y'all want to encourage more sports conversations, that's the way to do it. If y'all want to encourage more conversations about sports, that's the way to do it. So can somebody explain that to me? On my loss. They let Anthony Davis play with a pulled groin. The nigga couldn't even run up and down the court. Right now, the Knicks do not have Durant. You want to know why the Knicks don't have Durant? Because the fucking Golden State Warriors put Durant in that game and he blew his Achilles after they already knew he was hurt. So the Knicks didn't want to take a chance on him. Point being is, you already know. Shout out to Man on Mac with the $5 drop. The hater drop. He says, yeah, I like the sports convo. Slap him. What did the 5 fingers say to the face? And like, so am I wrong? What up, Ben Roman? Haven't seen you in a while. He says he gets the big bucks, so you got to get your butt on the floor. Same thing, Joe. You can't play on a pulled groin, Ben Roman. You can't play. That's my point. That's why the first thing I asked was, did anybody in here ever had a pulled groin? You can't play. You can't play. There is no get out on the court. You can't. You can't play. There is no get out. You can't play. Let me explain something to you. This is how you walk when you got a pulled groin. You can't play. When you got a pulled groin, you walk like this. How the hell is somebody running and they walking like this? How are you running? Remember, you walking like this because you got a pulled groin. Your groin is fucked up. It's pulled. You walking like this. Now, how you going to play defense? You can't jump. Jumping is out of the question. You can't jump. So, forget jumping. But how are you going to play defense? How are you going to slide from slide to side to stay with the guy? How are you going to run up and down the court and you moving like this? You got to run 90 feet. And then now that they going down there, everybody else is healthy, running full speed. But you running like this. How are you doing that, Ben Roman? I'm just asking for a friend. Ben Roman? How? I'm asking for a friend. I want all of the answers. You ever had a pulled groin? You ain't going nowhere, homie. You are not going nowhere with a pulled groin, man. You better stay home. I don't know what to tell you. You pull your groin, don't even come out the crib. You might as well stay in the crib, you pull your groin. So, yeah. What the fuck? Why the Lakers... They just risked that man's career just so LeBron James don't get kicked out of the first round. They risked this man's whole entire career. So you don't get what I'm saying. Ben Roman, you think a pulled groin is like a bad ankle? Are you crazy? You know, you talking to a guy that put a chainsaw through his leg and then went to work the next day, right? Okay, so I'm going to try to explain this as one more time. And this is no disrespect, Ben Roman, I love you. But I'm going to try to explain this one more time. I want you to tell me how Anthony Davis is supposed to be an effective player when he cannot run or jump. Go. Your turn. Ben Roman, explain to me how Anthony Davis is supposed to be an effective player if he cannot run nor jump, and this is basketball. I'm waiting. Just explain. How is any person supposed to be... What up, D Candyman? How is anyone supposed to be an effective player and they cannot run nor jump? And D Candyman, your graphics is gonna be up. Your graphics is gonna be up for the next show. For future shows after this one. Your graphics for your CBD will be up on all of our shows after this one. Yeah. So Ben Roman, explain to me how you're supposed to be an effective basketball player and you cannot run nor... When you have a pulled groin, you cannot run nor jump. Explain to me how you're supposed to be an effective basketball player. I'll wait. So you think, just because I'm curious, you think teams are in doing the right thing by putting a player out on the floor that cannot perform due to injury? Like, this isn't a situation where he got his arm hurt and you like tough it out, rub some dirt on it. This is a situation where he can't run, he can't do nothing helpful. Nothing. That's actually in the plan that you got with me, D. So don't worry about it. I'm not doing nothing I'm not supposed to do. All right? And just so we can be clear, even though I'm not doing nothing I'm not supposed to do. You sent me the thing like I asked you to, with the current plan that you already have with us, with the stuff that, and you're gonna be seeing a lot of action today on Instagram. We're gonna be doing a lot of work on Instagram today. I haven't been doing it real quick for everybody that does promotion over here. We've been slow this week because I just needed a breath of fresh air. I don't know how to explain it to you. I just needed a break, like mentally. I just needed a break. I don't know no other way to put it. And this is, don't feel sorry for me. I'm doing something that a lot of people would love to do. So it's not, don't feel sorry for me. And this is not a feel bad for me situation. People try to make, every time I'm trying to have a conversation with y'all about what's going on, make it sound like I'm saying feel bad for me, and I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is this. I just wanted us to be clear. This is not a feel bad for me situation. I'm doing something that a lot of people would love to be doing. My career path that I'm on right now, a lot of people would love to be on this career path. Let's be honest. So I'm not in no way complaining. What I'm saying is this. We all need a break. And since we came into this situation that we're in, I really haven't had a break. So I've been going months with no break. Months, since September, with basically no break. Just working on different things, on different projects, trying to get things to go a certain way. So I just wanted to say that. You understand what I'm saying? This is not a feel bad for me situation, because don't feel bad for me. But what I'm saying is that I've been doing a lot of work and I needed a break. So for everybody who still did donations, I really appreciate you guys. For everybody that still stayed with us with our promotions, even when, you know, the numbers wasn't looking the way it's supposed to look, because we do have people that are attacking our channel at all times. And that number grows apparently whenever I don't do something other people want me to do. They just try to destroy me. So that's just what people do. like I got a weird life, man. I got a really weird life. Like whenever I don't do what people want me to do, they want me dead. This shit is crazy. So shout out to all of the people that want me dead because you can't make me do what you want me to do. I don't know what to tell you other than that. So I just want to leave that out and put that in. And also, once again, let's get 10 to 10 $10 drops to the Cash App. That's definitely something that we need trending this morning. That's all I'm gonna say about that. We need that trending this morning. We need 10 $10 drops to the Cash App. With that being said, we actually need 1 million $10 drops to the Cash App, but you know, we'll deal with 10. With that being said, and I had a sports conversation this morning, so that goes to show you I don't even be thinking about I don't be thinking about certain things. I just do, because we definitely having a sports conversation this morning, and drops usually don't come through on sports at all, and I know that before I even started the show. Anyway, I have a cousin who thinks LeBron James is better than Michael Jordan, and he's the same age as me. So he watched Michael Jordan. He thinks LeBron is better. I never could get that. Obviously, I disagree. I think just opinion of mine. I think a lot of the dudes that grew up in the era that I grew up in and was either scorers or wanted to be a scorer idolized Michael Jordan. That's what I think it is. Just period. I root for all New York teams because I just want any New York team to win because I want to celebrate. I want everybody to win. But I'm from New York, so I root for all New York teams. But if you're asking me which team, if they're gonna play each other, I'm going for Knicks, Yankees, Giants, Rangers. But I want all New York teams to win. I celebrate whenever any New York team win, except for if it's against one of those 4 teams that I just mentioned. And I ain't gonna say and Liberty, and then I'm not gonna get down with it. No, I was a dead ass scorer. I was a get me the ball. I was a dead ass scorer. I commanded double and triple teams. This is not me bullshitting you. This is real talk. I commanded double and triple teams. I got double teamed before I touched the rock. I used to have people their whole thing was, part of their game plan was to deny me getting the ball. I didn't say no Buffalo. I just said those were the teams. Are you listening to what I'm saying, Ben Roman, or are you just... I don't know if Ben Roman is listening to what I'm saying. I'm saying I want all New York teams to win. Those are the teams that if they played any of the other teams, I would root for. But I want all New York teams to win, including Buffalo, including the Jets, including any team that's a New York team. What the fuck? Damn. I want all New York teams to win. Shout out to Net Stars Live with the $10 drop. He said these are really 2 $5 drops. He said front hand and back hand with my Rose Bowl ring on. Wait, you got a Rose Bowl ring? Shout out to Net Stars Live. You got a Rose Bowl ring? Net Stars Live said with the double smack. And then he said, who's next? I'm giving out double smacks. Anybody else giving out a double smack? Who's next? Well, a lot of people from New York, I'm going to tell you what it is real quick. So, Prince Tourmere says, seems like a lot of New Yorkers root for teams not from New York. The problem is this. This is what I think the issue is. It's not really a problem. It's all about preference. But I think a lot of people's favorite players are on teams that's not a New York team. And then you end up rooting for your favorite player who happens to play on a different team. See, I've never had that issue. Because my favorite players have almost only once have ever really been on one of my favorite teams, basically. Like, Carmelo Anthony was my favorite player when he was a Knick. Other than that, most of the time, people outside of the Knicks teams were my favorite players. Reggie Jackson used to be my favorite player when he was with the Yankees. Derek Jeter was my favorite player. Well, just so we could be clear, King Griffey Jr. was my favorite player, period. He's my favorite player of all time, period, in baseball. But I was a fan of Derek Jeter. But generally speaking, what happens in New York is we don't get a lot of the best players. I know people like to say New York bias, this and this and that, but New York don't usually get the best players. New York don't get some of the better players until after their best years are gone. And that goes for every New York team. We were fortunate in the 80s and we were fortunate in the 90s, right? But generally speaking, especially when you're dealing with basketball, New York teams do not get the best players. Like, rarely ever. So you have a lot of New Yorkers that their favorite players on a different team, so therefore they root for that team. And you have a lot of people that live in New York that's not from New York. Also. Shout out to P from Jersey with the $5 drop. He said, thank God it's Friday. What did the five fingers say to the face? I missed that one. Sorry about that, P. Who's next? So I think that's an issue. Wait, Netstar's live. You got a Rose Bowl ring? So I think that's an issue more than I think that's what happens with a lot of players. Because Grant Hill was my favorite player. Like, Luka Doncic I think he's the best player. He might be the best player in the NBA right now. But Grant Hill was my favorite player for a long time. And one of the main reasons why Grant Hill was my favorite player was because he was just such a team player. Like, he just did everything. And when I was growing up playing basketball, I liked the fact that I was athletic and that I was a good rebounder. I was a good defensive player. I could shoot. I could drive to the basket. I could pass. I had good court vision. I had good high basketball IQ. So I always liked Grant Hill. Even though Jordan is my all-time favorite basketball player, I just always liked Grant Hill. I was so mad that the Detroit Pistons injured for everybody that don't know, what happened to Grant Hill's career is he had got injured. His ankle actually got broken. The Pistons convinced him to still play while he was injured and ruin his fucking career. And that's why I'm saying what they did to Anthony Davis was fucked up. For everybody that don't know, that's why they do this Grant Hill's first step was retarded. Grant Hill's first step was unguardable. Grant Hill was my favorite basketball player for a long time. I had like 5 Grant Hill jerseys. I all lost them in Georgia. I had to come back and I had to leave all of my clothes down there. And I had clothes on clothes. And I had like all of the jerseys and everything. And I came back to New York and I left them down there. And it is what it is. But yeah, that's why these guys did Anthony Davis wrong. Because by keeping Anthony Davis in that fucking game and making him play, you don't know how his recovery is going to go now. His recovery is not going to go the same. You shouldn't even risk that. Groin injury? He can't run or jump. He can't run or jump. I don't know what to tell you. He can't. I don't know. I've had a groin injury before. You cannot run or jump. For the women, think about trying to play basketball with the worst cramps. I don't even know what cramps feel like, so let me be quiet. But I don't know. Something in that area that's just the worst. Okay. I don't know what cramps feel like, so let me be quiet. But just imagine soreness. For everybody that's never had a groin pull, imagine blue balls. Imagine trying to play basketball with blue balls. Imagine that. That's what trying to play basketball with a groin pull is like. Come on, man. What, you can't run or jump? Now, if his arm was hurt, if he had a messed up wrist, if it was something like that and he still played, I'd be like, all right. But he got a groin pull? What the fuck are you talking about? Get on the court. Get out of here. Ain't nobody got time for this. You got a whole groin pull? Yeah, I don't know. I get it. Some people don't understand how stupid that is. But it's just retarded, man. Yo, they really, stop everything. Stop everything. They really ran this man out there to go play fucking basketball with a groin pull. What the fuck? Yo, I hate LeBron James. I don't hate LeBron James, but you know they did that because they did not want LeBron James to lose in the first round. You know that's why they did that. You know it. I'm gonna tell you Lakers how y'all gonna get better immediately. Get rid of that Schubert guy. I don't know how to say his name. He used to the African dude with the yellow with the blonde stripe in his hair. Get rid of him. He gotta go. Y'all already forced Kyle Kuzma's fucking what you call it? His trade value to fucking go down. You know how Kyle Kuzma's trade value went down? Because everybody is blaming him for the loss. Y'all should have traded Kyle Kuzma last year. You know how much different the Lakers would look right now if they would have been able to trade Kyle Kuzma for and somebody else obviously for who's dude that play on Miami? He used to be part of the fucking the Bulls. I'm hoping he comes to the Knicks. Schroeder, whatever his name is. Get rid of him. Stop thinking players are good because they annoying. Just because a nigga annoying, that don't make him a good player. That don't mean he's good at what he's doing because he's annoying. Okay? Patrick Beverly getting exposed. Why? He's not that great of a defender. He's just annoying. That's it. He's just a dude on the court. Butler. Yeah, they should have traded Kyle Kuzma. They should have figured out a way to get Butler over to the fucking Lakers. If Butler would have been on the Lakers right now, they'd be winning. Without AD. Matter of fact, AD probably wouldn't have got hurt because he would have been able to sit out. Y'all do know that's why they give the players rest now. Because they realized after the 90s that running these players ragged, like they were running them in the 90s and in the 80s, in the 70s, they was running these players ragged. After they figured out that they can't run these players ragged no more, that's why they sit out games. That's why they do all of that resting for no reason. When people are like, you should only be able to rest on your home games. Period. You shouldn't be allowed to rest at an away game. You should only be able to rest your players at a home game. Period. That's my opinion. With that being said, 300 said they should have got Lance Stevenson. No, they shouldn't have got no Lance Stevenson. Lance can't score no more. He'll kill us. Like they did Pat Ewing. That's a fact. He'll kill us. We go to the park with Lance Stevenson, he gonna drop 100 on our head. He gonna, I don't know about me, but he could kill the average individual. If I get back in halfway good shape, I got a bad knee, not for nothing. But if I get in halfway good shape, I could probably guard Lance Stevenson right now, even though he like 6'7". I could probably guard him right now if I get in halfway decent shape. He'll shoot at least, he wouldn't shoot better than 55% on me. That's the point I'm trying to make. He wouldn't shoot better than 55%. So no, they shouldn't have got Lance. No, I'm not going to block you for saying an opinion, but I am going to block you for even making that comment. So boom, there you go, 300. Get out of here. He wanted to get blocked, so I helped him out. Is that fair? He wanted to get blocked. He came in here talking about getting blocked for no reason whatsoever. So obviously he wanted to get blocked. So we blocked him. I think that's fair. Now we don't have to hear nobody talking about nobody getting blocked. Anybody else want to get blocked? I don't want to block anybody. But if you want to get blocked, you could come in here right now and talk about how you want to get blocked. So I'll block you. I already blocked him. He wanted to get blocked, so I blocked him. Anyway, just so we could be clear, a lot of the people I block, I assume they want to get blocked. I assume that's why they're here. No reason for somebody to talk about their opinion getting them blocked unless they wanted to get blocked, right? I mean, that's the logic I have. If you have different logic, then that's on you. But if you get me Lance Stevenson, how old is Lance Stevenson? Because I might be too much older to be able to say the thing I'm about to say. How old is Lance? That's it? Lance is only 30? Lance is only 30? If you get Lance at 30 and me at 30, I put clamps on him. He 30 now. If you get me when I was at 30, I put clamps on Lance. He won't score. Real talk. He 30? He made it to the NBA, but when I was 30, I was a better player. Better believe that. And he made it to the NBA, but when I was 30, I was a better player. You better believe that. Now, whatever, just for future reference, Net Stars Live, whenever anybody comes in here and starts talking about opinion and blocked, just kick them. They trying to get blocked. Because he's going to now change the whole entire conversation to something about opinion and something about blocked until you block them. So whenever you ever see anyone talking about opinion and block, just block them. They here to get blocked. They want to get blocked. So they could go back and be like, see, Jack Fools blocked me for no reason. When in reality, you asked for it, so I blocked you. I don't understand what the problem is. I don't get it. With that being said, let's get 5 to 10 $10 drops to the Cash App. Why don't we go crazy? Let's get 20. Let's get 20 $10 drops to the Cash App. Let's go absolutely bananas this morning. Let's see if we can get 20. Where we at? We at 1. We at 2. Matter of fact, we at 1. Let's see if we can get 19 more. Yeah, whenever somebody come in here and start talking about opinions or getting blocked, just kick them. They trying to get kicked anyway. Like, I don't care to kick them, but I mean, just in all fairness, like, they want to get kicked, right? Am I wrong? Like, I don't know. That's what I think. I mean, I might be wrong. I'm just telling you. That's my opinion on it. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm just saying. That's my opinion. If you meet a woman for the first night and you have unprotected sex with her, there's a good chance you're trying to catch a disease, right? If you meet a man for the first night and you have unprotected sex with them, there's a good chance you're trying to catch a disease, right? You go into a place that only sells pizza and you're looking for something to eat, there's a good chance you want to eat pizza, right? I mean, I don't understand. I think that this shit is logical to me. I mean, I don't know. I guess other people look at shit different. I guess other people think that you could campaign for something but not want the thing you're campaigning for. You know what we're campaigning for over here? We're campaigning for abundance. Right? We're going to have an abundance of everything that we need. We're not going to need or want anything. The universe is going to bring it to us. The universe loves us and wants us to prosper. Whenever you hear anything about the universe not wanting you to prosper, that's the people who working against the universe. Let's work with the universe. The universe wants all of us to prosper. I saw a post the other day that said, pay attention to those people that come back around after they done did you wrong or whatever the case is. And I say it like this, I'm agreeing with it. Because people will do you the dirtiest in the world, and then they'll have all the explanations on why they're okay with doing you dirty. And you could agree with them, but then, keep your distance. That's it. Like, all right. You did all that evil shit to me when I did nothing to you. All right. Hey, whatever. I don't know what to tell you. I'm gonna keep it pushing. Nah, we good. Don't worry about it. And then you're gonna not be friends with them, and they just gonna continue to do evil shit to you. Because in reality, they never wanted to stop doing evil shit to you. They just wanted you to be cool with them. And if you're not gonna be cool with them, they're gonna keep doing evil to you. So you gotta decide whether you're gonna be cool with somebody who wants to do evil to you, which is 100% no integrity to me. Or if you're just gonna not be cool with people, knowing that by you not being cool with them, they're gonna do evil to you. So it's where your integrity lies. That's it. That's all. Anyway, nine times out of 10, they came to finish the job. That's for real, for real. I'm not trying to be a dick, but I don't befriend people that do evil to me. Like, once you do evil to me, it's one thing to just have a misunderstanding. It's one thing that we just misunderstanding or whatever the case is. Like, that's one thing. But once you do evil to me, like something that you just went out of your way to just do evil, first of all, me and your energy don't align. I would never go out of my way to do evil to anybody, period. Like, I just wouldn't do that. So me and your energy don't align. Just to keep it a stack, me and you we just different people, with all respect due. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we shouldn't be around each other. And that's the way I'm gonna look at it. Yeah, like I wouldn't do evil. I don't like. You could believe whoever you want to believe, but you gonna have people telling you, "Yo, why you mad at Jack?" And they gonna be like, "Well, 3 years ago." And you're gonna be like, "Really? 3 years ago?" And you be like, "Yo, why you mad at Jack? Because he always lying." Wait, how do you know if he's lying? Oh, you don't know this guy at all for real. You don't know this guy at all. You just, everything he say, you just say is a lie. Even though he literally have people pulling up to his platform all the time, saying the things that he's saying is the truth. You just gonna just tell everybody he's still, oh, okay. No integrity, not a problem. Zero integrity. I get you. Shout out to you. Anyway, I think this is the beginning of the end for LeBron. But I'm gonna tell y'all something else. I 100% believe that the NBA, that LeBron himself would not have wanted to go to the finals and play against the Nets. So I just want y'all to understand that. I don't think LeBron would have wanted to go to the finals to play against the Nets. Period. I think he was trying to get out of this first round. Don't get this confused. But I do not think he wanted to go to the finals to go play against the Nets. They have no way of beating the Nets. I don't think the Lakers would have got one game off of the Nets. Fully healed. No injuries. Who are the Lakers perimeter defenders? Remember, they have to have a perimeter defender at the 1 and the 2, right? Harden and Harden and Kyrie, and they're gonna have to have a perimeter defender that could defend at the 4 and the 3. Durant. Who are their perimeter defenders? And please don't nobody say LeBron. Who are the Lakers' good perimeter defenders? Don't nobody say LeBron. LeBron is not that good of a defender. So I don't think LeBron wanted to play those guys this year anyway. Just so we can be clear. I don't think LeBron ever wants to play those guys. Ever. Not just in the finals. I mean, just in general. There's just... If those 3 guys show up to play, they're fucked. LeBron and the Lakers is screwed. Now, you want to know who wouldn't be screwed? Michael Jordan. Why? Because Michael Jordan can score. And for anybody to say, well, LeBron can score. No, LeBron gets baskets. We're not disputing that, all right? LeBron gets baskets. We're not disputing that. LeBron does his thing. We're not disputing that. LeBron's a great player. We're not disputing that. We're not disputing that. LeBron's a great player. LeBron can score. LeBron is a great player. LeBron gets baskets. I'm not disputing that. But what I'm saying is, you're not going to go into a game thinking, yo, LeBron, we need you to get 40. And LeBron going to go out there and get that and be confident he's going to go out there and get that 40. But if you like, yo, LeBron, we need 20, 10, and 10. I'm confident LeBron could go get me 20, 10, and 10. He could get that shit rolling out of bed. No, nobody looks at the Nets like they're New Jersey anymore. Just so we can be clear. Nobody looks at them that way. The Nets is Brooklyn. Alright? And happily so. I'm happy that the Nets are in Brooklyn. I didn't like the Nets being in New Jersey. My older brother had tickets to, he had season tickets to the Nets when they was in Jersey. So damn, I've always been meeting famous people my whole damn life. I'm just thinking about like the people that I met when going to the fucking because we used to have VIP section, all that type of shit. So nobody looks at them like they're the Nets anymore at all. They used to play in the Meadowlands. I'm not in Brooklyn. Shout out to Brooklyn. Shout out to the Meadowlands also. They used to play in the Meadowlands. So they don't play out there no more. They play in Brooklyn, and nobody looks at them like they in New Jersey at all. Nobody looks at it. Everybody was happy, as far as I can tell. Everybody was happy when they was moving to Brooklyn. Remember, they had yeah, I hit that dude with bags. That's a fact. Prince to Amir. Remember, they had Jay-Z was the voice of the people. That's the voice of the people, if not for anything else. I'm sorry, but Jay-Z, he moves the needle. I get it. Everybody likes Dirk and what Dirk is doing. Dirk shouldn't call himself the voice. What do he call himself? The voice of the streets? If he calls himself the voice of the streets, I'm cool with that. Not the voice of the people, though. But what's this dude's name? Jay-Z. Jay-Z is the voice of the people in my regard, in my opinion, for them, especially like Brooklyn. You understand what I'm saying? Like Jay-Z come out and say something, Brooklyn gonna move for him. Brooklyn gonna move for Jay-Z. That's a fact. Somebody told me they saw Jay-Z outside today, walking down the block or some shit. Anyway, they gonna move for Brooklyn. You understand what I'm saying? Brooklyn gonna move for Jay-Z. What up, your boy Jimmy Belcher? How you doing this morning? Tell Tina I said hi. Your people got Brooklyn gonna move for Jay-Z. So that's one of the things in which they did in order to get all the shit passed and everything like that. I think Kitten would not have a chance against. I think you're saying Kitten LeBron would I have a chance against the Jazz with Karl Malone and John Stockton? I don't think so either. I don't think so either. That Karl Malone, John Stockton Jazz teams, those were great teams. Those were great teams. Those were great teams. I think that people just don't realize how good those teams was. They made it to the finals twice. Back to back. Those was great teams. John Stockton was easily, and it's a shame that he doesn't get mentioned with point guards, but John Stockton was easily one of the best point guards ever. Like, especially distributing the ball. Like, who's a better distributor than John Stockton in his day and age? Like, to be perfectly honest with you, growing up, the before Allen Iverson came into the league, I thought the two best point guards were I thought the best point guards was Isaiah Thomas, John Stockton, fucking Cleveland had what's the point guard from Cleveland? Price. I forgot his first name, but Price. That dude was a beast. I don't know. For many years, those was probably the three best point guards in the NBA. I can't think of none offhand. I could think of more flashy point guards like Tim Hardaway. Flashy as hell. He used to bust John Stockton's ass too. Let's not get this confused. But as far as doing what the point guard is supposed to do, Mark Price, appreciate you. But as far as doing what a point guard is supposed to do, I'm gonna explain something to y'all. You know what a point guard is supposed to do? A point guard is supposed to get the ball to the other people on the team where they can be the most successful at. So if you're playing, that's one of his jobs. So if you're playing, and like, this is the shit that kills me about 2K. You be playing 2K and the point guard will be like 10 for 11, and everybody else on the team is shooting like 2 for 7. And shit like that, 1 for 5, 2 for 7, and the point guard will be talking shit to everybody else, like, y'all not shit, y'all can't score. And in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, well, if you got us the ball when we could be successful, we'll fucking score. So a point guard's job is to get the person the ball, get the teammates the ball when they could be successful, and I think that that's a big issue. Mark Price was like Curry almost. Mark Price, I believe, had the highest free throw percentage almost every year. Like, he was just the #1 free throw guy, like, every year. Like, he was not missing free throws. Mark Price also, I think he had 25 assist games. Most of the players on every team has houses in New Jersey, Black Power Cross. Most of the individuals that work and make a lot of money and that work in New York City live in New Jersey. So I don't know what you're trying to say, Black Power Cross. Shout out to that, though. All of these rappers that keep saying they live in New York, they live in New Jersey. If you're an actor, you probably got a spot in New York, but you most likely have your house in New Jersey. So I'm not sure what you're trying to say, Black Power Cross. Maybe you just don't know, or maybe you're just trying to shed light on something. I don't have the slightest idea. But the majority of people who make real money have a house in New Jersey that live in New York, allegedly, or work in New York. You can do with that what you want. Yeah, you get tax breaks like crazy if you have a house in New Jersey. It's just cheaper and it's better to have a house in New Jersey. So I'm not sure what you was trying to hint at on that. But yeah, most of the people who That's one of the reasons why okay, so this is the thing. I'm gonna explain something to you real quick. You get better when you live in New York. The property tax and everything else is out the roof. It's just so much more expensive to live in New York when you could literally live 5 minutes away, right across the bridge in Jersey, or 10 minutes away in Jersey. 20. Why you think you keep hearing about these rappers getting in trouble, and it's in Jersey? That the police is being called to rappers' houses, and the rappers live in New Jersey. Academics live in New Jersey. The Joe Budden live in New Jersey. Why do you think all of these dudes live in New Jersey? You understand what I'm saying? Everybody lives in Jersey, man. So the fact that the Nets live in New Jersey, I don't think that's a big deal. Everybody lives there. If I had a car, I'd live in New Jersey. Fact. If I had a car, I'd live in New Jersey. The fuck? I just don't got a car. If I had a car, I'd live in New Jersey. I go right over there across the bridge. Find me a nice little spot. I could, if I had a car. I don't have a car though. You only got to pay the toll one way though. You only got to pay the toll coming into New York. I think you only pay the toll one way. I forget how that shit go. I haven't been driving trucks in a long time. And I could be thinking about a different bridge, but I think I'm thinking about the right bridge. I think I'm correct. Yeah, the turnpike shit. That's why they live right across the bridge. That's why a lot of them live right across the bridge. Because you could live right across the bridge and you could just jump on the you don't have to have a see, this is the problem. If I lived in New Jersey, I'd need a car to get around. You understand what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't be able to go nowhere. I need a car to get around. I need a car to get around. You understand what I'm saying, if that makes any sense? So if I lived in New Jersey and I didn't have a car, I wouldn't be able to go nowhere. I wouldn't be able to go to the store to get groceries. I wouldn't be able to, like I wouldn't be able to go nowhere. You understand what I'm saying? But if I was coming back into the city to come work, I would probably just get on the the PATH train or something like that. That's it. I just get on the train, PATH train, like, take it a stop or two, and then I'm right in Lower Manhattan. 5 minutes. But if I lived in New Jersey, I'd need a car to get around. Period. So if I had a car, I'd move to New Jersey. Lickety split. Why not? The fuck? I was dating this woman, and she was talking about moving to New Jersey. I didn't think it was a bad idea. I thought it was a good idea. Thought it was a great idea. Just so we could be clear. Thought it was a great idea. What we got? We got 10 minutes of the show left. I don't think we're gonna have a Tonight Show tonight. I was thinking about doing it, but I told you it's on y'all. If y'all wanted to have a Tonight Show tonight, we got 2 drops. Shout out to P from Jersey with the $5 drop and Net Stars with the $10 drop, and 3 drops. And Prince to Amir with the $15 drop, and I believe there's one more. So I'm assuming that y'all don't really care to have a Tonight Show tonight. So I doubt I'm gonna be able to. I doubt I'm gonna do a Tonight Show. Shout out to Man O Mac with the $5 drop. Shout out to Man on Mac with the $5 drop. So I asked y'all if y'all wanted to do a Tonight Show tonight. I'm assuming y'all don't. So I'm not gonna put too much. I'm not gonna put too much pressure on myself. But we are gonna get off out of here, especially since for whatever the reason is now my internet is not working correctly. So I have no idea why my internet ain't working correctly right now. It's kind of messing up. Now the widget is messing up. So I don't know. We're gonna probably get off right now though. Well, I'll explain the situation. I'll text you the situation because I don't want to say it live. This motherfucker changed his name, changed his shit so I know how to spell it. Shout out to that shit. I text you so you can understand what I was trying to say. Let's see, is we still stuck? Oh, wait, okay, we're not stuck. All right, so don't say that in the chat, by the way, just so we can be clear. That's just information. So, I mean, and just so we could be clear, so you can get an understanding that Stars Live. As far as with the way that we do things, the drops are way more preferred in the morning over the night, although all drops are appreciated, and any drops that you send, believe me, they are appreciated. There always are going to be people that are going to try to make it seem like they're not, but they are. I just also don't believe that I don't own you, and I don't think that you own me. So people usually get upset when they find out they don't own me. So that's usually what the problem is. If you listen to anybody's complaints, it's always they wanted me to do a thing and I didn't do the thing the way that they wanted me to do it. So since I didn't do the thing that they wanted me to do it, now they want me dead. And the reason why I say that is because I think that anytime you want bad things to happen to another person for no reason, that you're just mad that they're alive. I'm gonna let y'all go. As definitely today, all the prosperity for everything. Your boy Jimmy Belcher says, why does Dirk and Little Baby album on the explicit version have songs that's not available in my country, but the clean version has those tracks? I know they're not that tight, but I gotta ask. I have no idea, your boy Jimmy Belcher. And you're not in America, apparently? I'm assuming? But I have no idea. I have no idea why some tracks aren't allowed in some countries. It probably has something to do with a, how do you say, they probably got a sample on those tracks that couldn't get cleared everywhere, because that's sometimes what it is. A sample couldn't get cleared somewhere or something like that, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Yes, exactly, Net Stars. That's a fact. So that's why I'm always... the morning is the best way to yeah, you are what? You are in America, you are not in America. I don't understand what you're saying. But yeah, it could just be a sample or something that might be on one version of the song and not on the other version of the song. It could be something just that simple. But I have no idea, just so we can be clear. I have no idea. I haven't even heard the album yet. I know what, I listened to the album today. I got Spotify. I listened to the album today. I listened to the album. I tell you what I think. I listened to the album today. Also, I want to give a special appreciation to everybody that do drops when there is no live. Some of y'all do drops when there's no live, and I'm always pleasantly surprised. And sometimes, even though the drops be like $5 here, $2 here, $3 there, whatever it might be, sometimes that shit just lifts up my spirits. I'm not gonna lie to you and shit. That's a fact. So I want to give a special thanks to everybody who give drops when we not even live. Because sometimes that shit be lifting my spirits, and it be having nothing to do with any kind of financial gain. It just got something to do with making me feel like, you know what, I really got niggas that rock with me. You feel me? They don't even have to see me, and they thinking about my well-being. You understand what I'm saying? They don't even have to. Maybe they just laughed at a joke that I said 2 weeks ago, and they was like, yo, let me send this nigga a couple of bucks. Maybe that happened. Maybe they was in a conversation with somebody, and I gave them some good information that they were able to use and, you know, win that particular debate or whatever the case is. So they sent me a couple of bucks. I have no idea, but for everybody that sends drops, and yes, Prince Tourmere sends drops when I'm not online. That's why he's doing this. For everybody that sends drops when I'm not online, you guys are all the, I don't know what to say. Like, that's support. You understand what I'm saying? And for all the people that whenever they see me going through something and they just trying to add to whatever the problem is, I forgive y'all, but y'all gotta be better people, man. Like, not even for my case, like, just for your own. You gotta be better people. If you see somebody going through something, or you see somebody struggling with something, and your whole thing is making it about you, like, you're not ashamed of that? Like, do you walk up to people who is just in car accidents and ask them, like, you know, why, ask them stupid questions? Like, why did you vote for Trump after this person was just in a car accident? Like this is this what you do? I didn't vote for Trump, by the way. But, like, is this what you do? You see somebody getting arrested by the police and you say, you should have pulled up your pants. Like, this is what you do? Like, so you understand what I'm saying? So anybody that ever sees somebody going through something at that moment and they decide that they want to pile on or make it all about them, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. I'm not mad at you or nothing like that, but you should be ashamed. You should really be ashamed. Just for real. Like, you can say whatever you want to say, but you should be ashamed. With that being said, I'm going to get up out of here. I hope everybody has a beautiful day. Everything that we want is at our fingertips. We just got to figure out a way to get all of the negative energy away from us so the positive energy can shine. I'm going to say this again. Every single thing that you want is at your fingertips. All you got to do is figure out a way to get all the negative energy away from you so that your positive energy can shine. Your positive energy brings the things you want to you. Your negative energy brings the things that you don't want to you. So the more we practice and the more that we focus on positive aspects of not just our lives, but the lives of those around us, the more our life will then be able to reverberate that positive energy and then have a magnetic effect towards the things in which we will prefer to be in our life, and draw those things to us and us to those things. So let's be more positive. And when somebody comes up to you and they trying to talk to you negative about somebody, you just got to let them motherfuckers go. When somebody come up to you and they want to tell you about why they hate somebody, you got to let them motherfuckers. I mean, you can do what you want to do, but remember, all of your positive energy is only going to bring positive things to you, and all of your negative energy is only going to bring negative things to you, because that's what the universe is going to think you want more of. So let's try harder to be positive. And when people are doing some negative shit, you just got to let them go. You got to hit them with their bags. You got to leave them in this moment and go to the next moment. And I know we've been preaching that a lot, but I've been just absolutely bombarded with, to other people, some of the things that I've been bombarded with would not be a big deal. And this is not a indictment on any of my family members that I have in my life right now that show me love, because I have a lot of family members in my life right now that show me love. Don't get this confused. But a lot of the things that I'm being bombarded with a lot of the lies that I'm being bombarded with, a lot of the negative energy that I'm being bombarded with is literally coming from an individual that knows who my family is, and they're just bringing all of the negative bullshit that I have to deal with to my family to the internet. So my family taught them how to hate on me, and they're just bringing it to the internet, and they're showing everybody else how to hate on me just to fuck my life up. I'm not even a bad person. I don't think I should be successful because I'm not a bad person. I think that because I'm not a bad person, that all of the hate that I get is not necessary. That's what I'm saying. Nobody should be successful or unsuccessful because of how good or bad of a person they are. They should be successful or unsuccessful due to their ability to do whatever the thing is that they're trying to achieve. I'm competent in that. That being said, I'm gonna let y'all go. Just go out there and win. And once again, if you DM me or text me anything at all that a hater is doing, I don't even care if the hater is saying something positive. I'm leaving the chat. If you DM me or text me or talk to me about anything that a hater is doing, I'm just not gonna, I'm gonna leave the conversation. Period. I don't care what a nigga that hate me is doing. I don't care if now a nigga that been hating me for 5 or 6 years decided they're gonna stop hating me. What the fuck do I care about that for? You was hating me for 5 years for no reason. Hating me for 3 years for no reason. Hating me 2 years for no reason. What do I care now that you don't hate me? If somebody was stabbing you for 3 years straight, and then when they decide to stab you, that's not a reason to give that person praise. If somebody was starving you for 2 years, and then they just decided to stop starving you, that's not a reason to give that person praise. That's not the energy that we should have for those type of people. So you've been fucking me over for how long, and now you just decided to stop, and so now we're supposed to be friends? Never gonna happen. Just never gonna happen. There's so many things that I would prefer to do before that. I have no integrity. I would have zero integrity to befriend somebody that was ever trying to destroy me. How could I care about myself if I become friends or cool with somebody that was trying to destroy me? That means I don't care about myself. If I don't care about myself, there's no reason to be here. That's just my perception of the situation. I could be wrong. But that don't make no sense to me. I don't care about my own self. Because it is literally impossible for you to care about yourself and befriend, in my opinion. It's literally impossible for you to care about yourself and befriend somebody that's trying to destroy you. That's impossible. It's impossible. I'm not holding grudges against people, just so we could be clear. What I'm doing is I'm recognizing a person for who they are and then keeping my distance, just so we could be clear. I'm not holding grudges. I'm recognizing a person for who they are. I don't want to be friends with you if you got a vendetta against somebody else that did nothing to you and you trying to destroy their life. Just so we could be clear. I don't want to be friends with you. There's a good person over there, a good-hearted individual over there that's trying the best they could do to feed their family and to make a way for themselves. And you trying to destroy them? I don't want to be cool with you neither. What kind of shit is that? That energy. And this is why I think that people can't be trusted. Because a motherfucker will try to convince you to be cool with somebody that was just trying to kill you last week. So don't get upset at me if I decide to keep that same energy with people that you decide that you're not gonna. I'd rather fail at every single thing in life and be right with God before befriend somebody that ever tried to do me harm for no fucking reason. You should have that same energy. With that being said, everybody, please go do something positive today. Go be don't be a hindrance. Be an asset. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be assets. We're gonna turn ourselves into entities that only improve the environment in which we inhabit. That's what we're gonna be. With that being said, I'm gonna try to drop all of the rest of the videos for that interview today. I have a little bit more editing to do. I have one really big block that's gonna come out, and it's really great. He did a real good job with answering those all of the questions. The interview's a really good interview, but he did a really good job with answering the way in which he answered those specific this big block that we're gonna have coming out a little bit later today. So that's what we're working on today. Any rappers that want an interview with me, hit me up. I want to do some interviews with some rappers. We're gonna do them on IG also. We're gonna do them on the BBN Instagram. So we're gonna do them on IG. Any rappers that want to get interviewed, hit me up. With that being said, I'm gonna let y'all go. Like, comment, subscribe, join the notification gang. Hashtag Brooms Boomers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you.